Suraaj Party chief Prashant Kishor, who was on a hunger strike demanding the cancellation of the BPSC exam, was detained by Patna Police early Monday morning. The police escorted Prashant Kishor to AIIMS in an ambulance after detaining him. Now, in the video, Patna Police can be seen removing him from the hunger strike site as protesting students and his supporters chanted Vande Mataram. Apart from detaining Kishore, the police also vacated Gandhi Maidan, where he was on a fast unto death along with protesters. They also inspected vehicles leaving Gandhi Maidan during the late night operation. Kishore had been fasting in support of protesting students demanding the cancellation of the BPSC exam. And after his detention, the party announced plans to file a petition in the Patna High Court on Tuesday over alleged irregularities in the BPSC. Earlier on Sunday, Kishore sought support of leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, and former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav on the issue. The political strategist turned politician said he was ready to follow both leaders and was willing to withdraw if they were averse to his presence. Prashant Kishor there was detained by the Patna Police early on Monday, and apart from detaining him, the police also vacated Gandhi Maidan, where he was sitting on fast unto death. He was taken to AIIMS by the police post his detention. He was staging a fast unto death protest in support of the BPSC students who had been demanding a cancellation of the BPSC exam. He is sitting on an indefinite strike, hunger strike at Gandhi Maidan in Patna. He in fact has been fast unto death since Thursday to press for the demand for cancellation of the integrated 70th combined preliminary competitive test conducted by the Bihar Public Service Commission on the 13th of December last year. There, in fact, the protests sparked by allegations of irregularities in the BPSC exam have intensified after the government announced a re-examination. Prashant Kishor there claimed that it was, in fact, an acknowledgement of the errors that had taken place. Let's go across to my colleague Varghese, who joins us over the phone line on more on this. Varghese, what is the latest that you can really tell us? There Prashant Kishor has been detained is what we are learning.
Well, all of us know that Suraaj founder had in fact said that he will go into a fast unto death and held a pressure on it, and there was a demand for the cancellation of the integrated 17th combined preliminary competitive test conducted for the Bihar Public Service Commission. Now, one of the issues that have been raised is that there were several irregularities that were reported with regard to the test, and a re-examination was also in fact announced. This is something that Prashant Kishor has said is an acknowledgement of the fact that there were irregularities when it came to the BPSC exams. Meanwhile, hundreds of people have, in fact, who have taken up that test have been protesting on this particular aspect, and they have been raising the question about, one, the leak that has happened, the irregularities that have happened with regard to the test, as well as some of them, in fact, said that they don't want a re-examination because they had, in fact, prepared for it for quite some time, and they would be at a disadvantaged position. And they were like, many of them said that why should few of them be, for the mistake of few, why many of them have to be punished on a large scale? So, however, there has been a demand for the re-examination, and the re-examination has been, in fact, put across. But this is something that Jan Suraj has been, in fact, raising also with regard to the fact that re-examination only says that there was irregularities that were there. Now, he's been on a fast for the last 4 days, and he was in fact today detained by the police. They have in fact broken up the protest at the Gandhi Maidan, and he was immediately taken to an ambulance. However, there was also tensions because the supporters of Prashant Kishor and the protesters did not allow the ambulance to pass. This resulted in a scuffle with the police on the ground as well. And from the visuals, as we can in fact see, there was a huge presence of the police that was there to ensure that he was taken to the hospital to carry on with the treatment. But as of now, it looks like the situation has become quite hard-pressed for the government in Bihar, especially for Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. And there has been demand saying that Nitish Kumar should, in fact, meet the students and listen to their demands on the BPSC. Meanwhile, Prashant Kishor had also sought support from Rahul Gandhi as well as Bihar's former Deputy Chief Minister on this matter, and Tejashwi Yadav, and they've asked for support from the RJD as well as the Congress as well.
Verghese, here, like you mentioned, that the government has announced a re-examination, and post which we've seen that the protests have clearly intensified. Now, Prashant Kishor claims that the very fact that a re-examination was announced is, in fact, an acknowledgement of the errors that had taken place. And, it's also a very kind of tough situation for the government as well. What's been the response from the government so far? Any response?
Well, the government has in fact said that they would be in fact going ahead with the re-examination, and that they would continue with the conduct of the BPSC exams. However, the fact remains is that there should be a high-level inquiry into the irregularities that allegedly happened in the BPSC exams, and there are several candidates who have appeared for it, and many of them are asking answers from the Nitish Kumar government over why the irregularities in the first place took place. Jan Suraj has in fact taken up this particular cause, and that is why you saw Prashant Kishor in fact going ahead and conducting the protest. However, we also have come to understand that the administration has filed an FIR against Kishor and almost 150 of his supporters, asserting that the protest site was in fact illegal, and that is also being looked up as well, Neha.